Today's video is all about helping you improve your interviewing skills, and by the end of this video you'll have my 3-part pie ingredient on how to do just that, to make sure that you create an experience unlike anyone else next time you're sitting across from the table from decision makers in your interview. So for the best advice on how to disrupt the status quo in your career and life to get from where you are to where you want to be, make sure you hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a video, and subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nicole Andrews, also known as the Career Disruptor, and I'm a career coach, organizational consultant, and speaker that helps ambitious women like you up-level their careers and lives. I also help companies create more inclusive environments where people can come in and truly embrace their difference, and the company can leverage that difference to create more innovation and also retention in their organization. So let's get started. Now, in the interviewing process, most people don't think about creating an experience. They're just focused on providing facts and logics and information about their responsibilities. And so today we're going to challenge all of that. Really, when you're in an interview, you want someone to have an experience with you. You also want to have an experience with them to see if it's a great match. Now, when I say experience, it's really about moving someone from logic and facts and reporting of what you've done to having emotions and feelings after getting out of that interview with you, because they're like, wow, I've never experienced anyone like that before. Not that you're better, but you just truly know your difference and the value that you can create. So I'm in the South, and in the South, we like pie. And we like blueberry pie, blackberry pie, apple pie, peach pie, cherry pie, you name it, pie. So I want to share my 3-part pie ingredient with you today that you can remember the next time you're in an interview. So the first P is for possibilities. The next time you're in an interview, try to open them up to the possibilities of having you in that role. What you want to do is have them see you already in that role before you ever walk out of that interview room or that virtual interview room. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that they see the possibilities that they have with you in that role at their company. Also share goals and things that you've researched about the company to show how you can help them reach those goals and the possibilities, again, of you helping them achieve that. And last but not least, really show them how you would help them bring those things to reality. So the second ingredient is I, and I is for impact. Make sure that you talk about the impact that you've had in your previous roles, not your responsibilities. Again, I want to repeat, not your responsibilities. When you talk about the impact, talk about the contributions that you've had. You are a rock star, and I know that you've had a lot of successes in your career, and so I want you to talk about that, not a list of your credentials or your education or different titles that you've had or responsibilities that you've had, which is the opposite of what most people do in their interview. They're listing their credentials, they're listing their skills, their education, they're listing all of these different things, but I want you to focus and hone in on impact. If you talk about any of those things, talk about the impact and the contributions that it helped you make in your previous roles or organizations, because that's really what people want, is someone who can come in, step right in, hit the ground running, and really impact that company. The second and last one is E, but before we share the E ingredient, I want you to comment below, let me know what you think about this video, share some ideas or some things that you've done to improve your interview skills as well to help this community thrive in the next interview. The last E we've already kind of talked about, but it's experience. So again, make sure that you're giving someone an experience when they interact with you where they see nobody else but you in the role, and really create an experience that is memorable. Make sure that they can walk away and they remember you because there was something that you shared. So I'll give you a quick example. In one of my interviews, I talk about this a lot. If you know me well, you know that I love pickles. And yes, pickles and pickle juice and all of it. I don't drink pickle juice anymore, but I do still love pickles. So I shared this in an interview. I don't know why at the time, but again, as I've thought back and looked at my career, I can see, hey, I see why I connected with them on that level. But when you think about it, I shared my pickle juice story with them, that I love pickle juice with ice in it specifically. So if you're ready to turn off the video, don't. there's a point to this. I shared the pickle juice story and I honestly paused because they asked me something about myself that others wouldn't know, or, what's something different about me. And instead of going to, again, a list of roles, responsibilities, which I'd already talked about contributions, I'd already talked about the impact, and I'd already talked about possibilities, then for me, it was more so, how do I create this experience? And I said, hey, what makes me different is I love pickle juice. And everyone paused. It was a little awkward at first, and we burst into laughter because it was something that they didn't expect. I honestly didn't expect to say that. I didn't go in with that in my head, but it was just the first thing that came out, and I did get that opportunity, and the rest is history. I was at that company and really enjoyed my time there and my contributions there, and also their development and pouring into me during my time there as well. So it create that experience. I'm not saying that you have to share a pickle juice story, but whatever that is for you, you want to make sure that, for me, if they didn't laugh, then I knew that it probably wasn't the right place for me, to be honest with you, because I don't want to work in a place that's so serious and uptight that you can't have any fun, that you can't engage and interact with people. That's not the place that I thrive the best in. So again, think about pie in your next interview, because no one serves pie in an interview, but you will. So think about, how do you create the possibilities, the impact, and the experiences to make sure that you're not being arrogant, but you're being confident and you understand what value you provide, because chemistry goes a long way in interviews. If you're an ambitious woman who is ready to challenge the status quo in your career and life, make sure you go to thenicoleandrews.com, where you can check out my Work With Me page and sign up for a free 30-minute career consult. Or you can also check out thenicoleandrews.com/quiz to find my Career Path Success Formula quiz. Take the quiz to understand what your unique career path success formula is and how to accelerate growth in your career today. So if you're someone who is ready to shine your light, I want you here at this channel to take off the mask and embrace your difference to be all that you were meant to be in this world and inside of your workplace. Now, make sure that you share this video with your colleagues, family, and friends, and check out my next video. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.